Hi, everyone. Welcome to Movies with My Mother. This is Alexi.
And I'm Mom Lori.
And today we watched a real head scratcher.
Yeah. Yes, we did.
We watched Blade Runner from 1982. It's rated R. It was an hour and 57 minutes long, and it was directed by Ridley Scott.
Yeah. Yeah. It was, yeah.
I have a budget of about $28 million, and Mom said she's got stuff on the money, so we'll talk about the money. And I saw a worldwide gross of about $41.8 million.
Yeah, that was all. That's all. I saw that. That's all. Not much.
And the plot of the movie is that a Blade Runner, which is kind of a police officer, must pursue and terminate four replicants who stole a ship in space and have returned to Earth to find their creator. And as I was writing this down, I was like, what the fuck does that mean? But after seeing the movie, that makes a little more sense.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, that's like a little too
Basic.
yeah.
Interesting. Okay, yes. I don't remember seeing anything about them getting off of a spaceship. So,
Well, no, that's what the guy was telling him in the beginning when they picked Harrison Ford up and were showing him the pictures of the people. That's what they were saying, is that they had stolen a ship and had come back to Earth and they had to
Okay.
be picked up.
Then I missed that part.
Okay.
All right. I was thinking about other stuff, apparently. I don't know.
The cast is Harrison Ford, Rutger Hauer, Sean Young, Edward James Olmos, Emmett Walsh, Daryl Hannah, Joe Turkel, Joanna Cassidy, and James Hong are the faces that you will recognize.
Yep. Yeah, the movie kind of revolved around that little group. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
It certainly was.
I didn't get it. I kept asking, like, what's going on? What's going on?
Get it either.
Okay. But this is definitely a movie you're going to have to see and think about. Absolutely.
This is the one you're going to have to watch a few times.
I think so. Yeah. Yeah.
Because just watching it with fresh eyes, I am very confused.
Yes.
And I know that makes us sound like stupid Americans because we can't understand an art film, but I think it wasn't for us to understand.
Yes. Yes.
If that makes sense.
Absolutely. I wouldn't really say this was an art film, but it did look like that. I don't. Interesting movie. I had thought I had seen this one before, but I have not seen this movie before. So very gotta pay attention and you gotta be open-minded.
Yeah. I guess the whole question in the movie is who is real and who isn't. And there were so many people on that street. How many of those people were real and how many weren't?
Right? Certainly does make you wonder, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep. I don't know. It's a thinker movie.
Yeah.
I'll be thinking about this for weeks.
Justin, when he walked through this morning, he's like, "Oh, this is like one of my favorite movies," and I'm like, "Oh, okay." So when it ended, I'm like, "I need you to explain this to me."
Right. He also said he'd seen it a lot.
Yeah.
Seen it many times. So maybe that's where we went wrong. We should have been watching this movie for the entire last week.
I've been busy this week.
Yes, you have, haven't you? Me too.
Well, we've already done a Ridley Scott movie.
Yep.
Let's give a quick overview on Ridley Scott.
Okay. Ridley Scott is the director The screenplay is by Hampton Franchar, I think,
Sure.
and David Peoples. This is based on a 1968 novel, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep by Philip K. Dick. Think maybe if we had read that movie, we would have known what was going on, but I don't know. Okay. Ridley Scott was born in South Shields County, Durham, England. He's had 3 wives. His current wife, his third wife is Gianna Facchio, and they have been together since 2000.
Hmm.
And they married in 2015. Where they met is she was working on a movie called White Squall that he was doing in 1996.
Oh my God, that movie was so long ago.
Yeah, yeah. So, they met then, but they really didn't get together until about 2000. And she has acted in most of his movies since 1996. She was Russell Crowe's wife, Russell Crowe's character's wife in 2 different movies,
Oh, okay.
which I find that a little interesting. That was Gladiator and Body of Lies.
Oh, okay. I've never even heard of Body of Lies.
Not me either. He has 2 sons, Jake and Luke, with his first wife, Felicity Hollywood. And both sons work as directors with the company that he has formed. And he has a daughter from his second wife, Sandy Watson. And the daughter also works as a director in his company. And you noticed right away when we turned it on that this movie is dedicated to his late brother Frank, who died at age 45. Oh, 45 of skin cancer. This is not the brother that jumped off the bridge.
No, that guy's name was Tony.
Tony, yes. This movie was dedicated to his older brother who died at age 45. I told you he had another brother.
Okay.
So, that's the basic family stuff and we talked about more family stuff, I remember the last time when we talked about him. So I went a different angle this time. I looked at his directorial style, and he says that his relationship with his actors has improved with experience. And I think that's true. Sometimes you got to be the king of the hill, and other times you got to let other people be the king of the hill. And I think that over time he has learned that the actors he chooses know a whole lot of stuff. And he allows them to do their job. And that says a lot about somebody who, has come up through the ranks, that he recognizes that.
Okay.
He also likes to use striking visuals, and he really focuses on details and the approach that he wants us to see in the style that he wants us to see it in. And knowing that, having read all of this already, watching this movie, you could absolutely see that the texture of this film was in such a way that we really knew that this was down and dirty, that this was the scrapings off of the bottom of the barrel, really. And it was visually very, very exciting, even though it was not anything I really like, but it was that gray, that smoky, that steamy. It was very interesting, and absolutely you can see that, and he really wants you to get the atmosphere of the movie that he wants to portray. So, he's real good at it. He has become very good at it.
Okay.
In our movie from 1982, from a book from 1968, with a screenwrite from 1977, there is part of the theme of this is AI.
Yeah, artificial intelligence.
Yeah. And who would have I don't think I know that they were in 1968 talking about robots and stuff. But, as a kid, I didn't get any of that. And I didn't understand any of that. And it wasn't until, more recently that I knew what AI was. I didn't know what AI was.
Well, I think the whole point of the robot discussion, so far back was for the robots to gain sentience. So,
yeah,
I think that was the whole point.
Yeah.
So, it's no surprise that we are where we are.
Right. Right. And he uses that theme, AI stuff, in other movies. Alien, our movie, he has embraced this idea early, and he has really explored it, which I find quite interesting. A guy of his age really wanting to know about the science of all of this. It's amazing to me because, there's people today that don't want to know about the science of AI, and that's going to be something to the future, and we all need to get on board.
Yeah, Justin just texted me. Speaking of alien and artificial intelligence and stuff, he said, also, I forgot how, but Tyrell and Wayland Mutaki from Alien are connected. Wayland Mutaki was the company that the ship was working for.
Yes.
That Ripley's ship was working for.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, I guess I'll have to do some digging to figure out how they're related, but he said that they're related.
Oh. Maybe they used like their labs and stuff. Oh, cool. Interesting.
Yeah, but to think that Alien happens in a world that Blade Runner is happening is very, very much something that I can see.
Yeah, absolutely. And how funny that was when that pulled up and it's in 2019. What? Is that what's going to look like in 2019? Oh, that's a big miss.
Well, especially now that 2019 is in the past.
Right.
It is funny to see how they envisioned, but that's the same with Terminator. That's the same with all the movies from the 80s that took place in a different time.
Right.
We were supposed to be so much further advanced, and I still think we could be. It just is, not cost effective.
Right.
People haven't figured out how to get rich off it, so we're not going to do it.
Just a couple people have.
Yeah.
And the first thing I says, oh, look, they've got Jetson cars. We don't. We were supposed to have Jetson cars, flying cars long before now. And that's still not something that we know about. So cartoons and thinkers were way ahead of us.
Well, Jetson was supposed to have been born in like sometime near now. Hold on.
Yeah, he just had his 50th birthday last year or the year before.
No, like in the lore, like I feel like his
right. Yes,
I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, I remember because, like I said, we just talked about George Jetson. I'm sure it was just a year or so ago that he had his 50th birthday.
George Jetson, his birthday in the show was born 2022.
Okay.
So the show obviously took place in 2050 something because when he or 2060 something when he would have a wife and a teenage daughter, and
so 22 it was this like 25th birthday then.
Yeah.
OMG. 2022. That's funny.
No official evidence is found on the specific date, although there is some evidence from the show of the year of his birth is 2022.
Which makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
Because, he's a grown man, he's got a family, so it'd be,
Yeah.
30 years since his birth of evolution and creation and
Yeah.
changes. But yeah, that ain't going to happen either.
No. Again, rich people haven't figured out how to get rich off of anything yet, so
Right.
there's no flying cars, there's none of that. Even though I really do. I really do feel like that the technology is there.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely.
They're just not gonna sell it to us.
Right. Plus, what would that do to, I just watched an old Mythbuster show on TV where, remember back in, I don't know, late 70s when the guy went up in the lawn chair with the balloons?
Oh,
And how much havoc that wreaked all across, California, this this alien invader in the airspace, and as many plane collisions and bad things that are happening. What would happen if there were cars up there too?
right.
But would we need all those airplanes if our car could fly?
Well, I just you know, as a person who drives in traffic,
Right.
like I can't like traffic is wild on the surface streets, like on the streets.
Yes.
Like what's it going to be like in the sky?
Yeah, where you can't paint the lanes on the
Yeah.
can't paint the lanes on the clouds. I don't know.
I don't know.
Craziness.
Cuz like people are assholes on the streets. Like can you even imagine?
He dive bombing you.
Yes. Just
That's
ramming
true.
your spaceship.
Yep. Oh well. All right. Then I went on a little production and script stuff. Dick's novel was written in 1968, and Martin Scorsese showed some interest in it, but he never did option it.
Okay.
In the early 70s, producer Herb Jaffe optioned it, but Dick did not like his screenplay. And because Jaffe had his son Robert, who I think that was the very first screenplay he wrote, Dick did not like the screenplay.
Okay.
But so I guess you can take that stuff back. I don't know.
Well, yeah,
So
because if the screenplay doesn't pass, then it's not going to get made, and then so you sell it to somebody else so they can try their hand at it.
okay. But Robert did go on to do other screenplays.
Oh, okay.
Demon Seed was big for him. Motel Hell.
Oh no,
And
seriously?
yeah, and Night Flyers. I don't
I don't know what
recognize
that
it. I
is.
knew that there was something to any of these you'd recognize.
Motel Hell. Okay.
And he was also an actor. And he was in a movie we talked a lot about just recently. Honey, I Blew Up the Kids.
Oh, okay. Blew up or shrunk?
This is Blew Up.
Okay.
We talked about
Shrunk.
Yeah. But they were, this was just the next one.
Yeah, okay.
Then in 1977, Hampton Franchar
Sure.
optioned the book and did the screenplay. But producer Michael Dealey was interested and convinced Scott to do the movie, even though he first turned it down. But after he did Dune, he wanted to do something more exciting. So he picked it back up.
Who did Dune? Ridley
Scott
didn't do Dune.
worked with
David Lynch did Dune.
Yeah, but he worked with stuff involved in it.
Oh, okay.
And he said that was so slow paced and he just was tired of it.
Yeah.
So he wanted something fast paced, and because that was right at the time when his brother had died, and he was, trying to get over his grief and stuff. And so this is in 1980. That's a while, from 77 when he wrote it to 1980 when Scott came on and was able to get Filmways to finance it. And at that time, they gave him $15 million to do the money.
To do the movie?
To do the money. $15 million money to do the movie. It had several different names. It turned out to be just Blade Runner. And there was a novel in 1974 that was called The Blade Runner. So they had some stuff to do there.
Oh, okay. Some like trademark stuff?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Name stuff, yeah. So throughout this whole time, Dick was still not happy with the screenplay. And he didn't he said that Franchar didn't get the idea of what he had written, and that he wanted to change the entire tone of the movie. And Scott liked the way that Franchar had written his screenplay, but in the end, he was not happy with the changes that Scott wanted, the changes that Dick wanted, and Franchar took off. He said, "I'm out."
Oh.
And that's when David Peoples came in. And he did a rewrite, and finally Dick was happy with what it looked like. But later on, Franchar came back and helped with more rewrites. Just weird. It was very difficult to piece together everything.
Jesus, okay.
Nobody liked that, but then, oh, well, we need this help. But I don't know. I don't understand this movie business stuff.
Yeah.
And
why did they just have the two guys sit down and figure it out together instead of, well, I have to quit and well, now I have to hire you?
Right. I don't know how that works. Plus, like I said before, Ridley Scott has learned that actors have ideas, and good ones.
Yeah.
And he also used some of the stuff that the actors themselves wanted to add to it. And that, I think, always makes for a better work environment when everyone is listened to.
Yeah.
So by this time, production had used $2.5 million. And then all of a sudden, Filmways said, "Nope, we're done. We're out. We're leaving."
Yeah.
So they took their $15 million minus the, $2.5 million, and took their ball and bat home. But within 10 days, Delaney, I don't know what his name is, Deeley,
Dealey, probably Dealey.
Okay. He was able to bring in $21.5 million.
Ooh.
He had found money. So,
Christ, help me find that kind of money.
I know. I don't know anybody that has, maybe $21.
Yeah, no shit.
So he rounded up the money. So the different numbers, what is the real number?
Yeah.
15 million there, 2.5 million here, 21 million there. What was the real number? So 30 million, okay, we'll go with that. 28 million, okay, we'll go with that. But it still, it still surprised me that only $41 million was made. That just doesn't seem like very much money at all. So then we moved on. Then I moved on to casting. And this is crazy to me. Franchar wanted Robert Mitchum to do the part
Of Deckard?
Deckard, yes. And
Robert Mitchum. Well, at the time he would have been
62.
okay.
He wrote everything in the Decker part thinking of Robert Mitchum. What?
I mean, like Cape Fear Robert Mitchum. I mean, definitely. But
62-year-old Robert Mitchum?
yeah.
I don't understand it. And, I guess because early on we learned that Decker was no longer a policeman. So was he going on the idea that he was, quote unquote, retired? And a 62-year-old guy would be right then. But I don't know that a 62-year-old actor could have pulled off some of those stunts that were happened.
Very true.
I don't know. But and then some of the other people that the list was long.
Okay.
Some of the other people they thought for that role were Gene Hackman, Sean Connery,
Hmm.
Jack Nicholson,
Hmm.
Paul Newman.
Paul Newman.
Yes. Dustin Hoffman was even in talks. They were deep into talks with Dustin Hoffman. But then Dustin Hoffman left because of vision differences. Yeah, it's like a wide range of people.
Yeah. That's
Weird,
a
huh?
weird range of people.
Yeah. And that's not even all of the list. There's more.
Because even then, Sean Connery would have been in his 50s.
Yes. Yes. Right. I don't know what this guy is thinking. It just seemed that guy was thinking crazy thoughts.
Well, I think he was just thinking, who's a big name actor that's gonna do well and make this film make a lot of money.
I guess. And those at that 1982?
I mean, I don't know. In 1982, Han Solo, Indiana Jones, those were hot characters.
Right.
So why not Harrison Ford?
Yeah. But he came along at the very end.
Huh.
So, I mean, what? And Sean Young and the other people,
Daryl Hannah.
Yeah, but a lot of those people were brand new actors.
Oh yeah. Do you see how young?
Yes, babies. What a
Yeah.
God! We watch these movies; they're babies. So, and then they started doing the movie in 1981. It took them 4 months.
Wow. Okay.
Crazy, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's interesting stuff. But the range of men to play that one part, I can't even imagine. It was so weird to me that all of those different people were thought of and talked to. And Dustin Hoffman, I can't even imagine Dustin Hoffman in this. But it's the way that they, talked about it. They were deep into, they were almost ready to do bottom line stuff. And they said, no.
Well, when did Rain Man come out? Like, was Dustin Hoffman like the new hotness then?
Oh,
Because
no, I didn't.
Rain Man came out in 1988. So okay, but what was he in before that?
Graduate.
Oh yeah, Tootsie,
Uh-huh.
Midnight Cowboy.
Uh-huh. Nothing like our movie.
Okay, so he was a big star at that time.
Yeah, he was a big name. So, who knows? But I looked at awards. This guy is loaded with awards.
Oh yeah,
He is the 8th highest grossing director, and he has made over $5 billion worldwide.
Oh my gosh.
Can you imagine doing that much work? He's got, in 2018, he was given a BAFTA fellowship for lifetime achievements. In 2003, he was knighted by Queen Elizabeth II. And in 2024, King Charles appointed him Knight Guard of the Cross of the Order of the British Empire. Remember, we talked about that just
There's
recently.
levels to the knighthood.
Right. You get knighted, and then you get the next one. There was 3 of them.
Yeah.
And this is the second one. So, I mean, my goodness, he's very been
Decorated.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2015, he got an honorary doctorate at the Royal College of Arts. He's been nominated for 3 Academy Awards for directing: Thelma and Louise, Gladiator, and Black Hawk Down.
Okay.
He has 9 wins at the Academy Awards for Alien, Thelma and Louise, Gladiator, and Black Hawk Down. Wins. That's all the stuff in his movies.
Yeah.
He has been nominated for director 3 times. He has 68 nominations for BAFTA awards.
My goodness.
And 9 wins. He has 25 Golden Globe Award nominations with 5 wins, which it's amazing.
Yeah.
In 2007, he was inducted into the Science Fiction Hall of Fame.
I can see why.
Yeah, absolutely. And in 2011, he got a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame.
Because you just buy those.
Yeah.
It's not something that you're awarded.
Yeah, but you gotta apply for them, I think. Just Joe Blow can't get one. I think you gotta apply for it. But yeah, you're the one that pays for it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I did know that.
Yeah. That's lame.
So yeah, that's interesting stuff I got.
Okay.
What do you have?
Well, I kind of pooped out.
And that's okay. We've done a quick turnaround.
Because this was a quick turnaround. And I could not sit down. I could not read. it was a hard go for me.
Well, tell us what you have and we'll move on from there.
Well, Philip K. Dick personally approved of Rutger Hauer, describing him as the perfect Batty, cold, Aryan, and flawless.
Oh, nice.
The final scene was shot hours before the producers were due to take creative control away from Ridley Scott.
Oh my gosh.
Arnold Schwarzenegger was considered to play Deckard. Yeah.
I told you, there were tons of people.
But Schwarzenegger and Harrison Ford go on to work together in The Expendables 3. That's like Sylvester Stallone, it's like a mercenary group, but it's all film tough guys. Dolph Lundgren, Terry Crews, Jet Li, like just who else was in it? Just badass dudes.
Okay.
And Stallone, or not Stallone, Schwarzenegger played a little role. Bruce Willis had a little role.
All the tough guys. How fun!
This movie is included among the American Film Institute's 2001 list of the top 100 most heart-pounding American movies.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
Ridley Scott and director of photography Jordan Cronenweth achieved the famous shining eyes effect by using a technique invented by Fritz Lang and his cinematographer Eugen Schuften, known as the Schuften process. where light is bounced into the actors and actresses' eyes off of a piece of half mirrored glass mounted at a 45-degree angle to the camera.
Gosh, we talked about their eyes.
Yeah.
Cool.
Fritz Lang did Metropolis
Okay.
about a robot,
Yes.
a movie made in the 1920s.
Yeah. And a robot that kind of looks like a robot that they would make today.
Yeah.
Right?
Both Ridley Scott and Rutger Hauer regard this movie as their personal favorite movie that they've ever done. Like, Ridley Scott looks at his collection, he's like, Blade Runner is my Mount Everest. And Rutger Hauer feels the same way about his catalog.
Interesting. Because this is so different kind of a movie, maybe?
I don't know.
Interesting.
Listen to this. The snake scale. Remember that?
Yeah, it looked like a
baggie
I thought it was a fingernail.
under the electron microscope was actually a marijuana bud.
What?
So they weren't looking at snake scale under the microscope. What they put into the microscope to look at was a marijuana bud.
Okay.
I don't know.
Who decided that?
The snake that Joanna Cassidy was wearing.
Huh?
She wasn't afraid of that snake at all because that was actually her pet Burmese python named Darling.
Oh, because it did want to kiss her on the face, didn't it?
It did, and it didn't mind being handled, you know?
Oh, ick. Cool.
It's a really loud truck.
It is, and it went right through my head.
It did. So much goddamn paragraph. Shit. The novel hints at the is Deckard a replicant problem by having Deckard casually mention that one indicator of an android is a lack of sympathy for other androids. His interlocutor then points out that given his job, this means that Deckard could be one too. Oh.
Okay. That kind of makes sense.
Yeah.
I just felt like he was just a loner, an entity unto himself who didn't need others around him to do anything.
Yeah. This is a really long paragraph, and I'm only going to take bits and pieces out of it. But Blade Runner was made on a very tense set. Due to American union rules, Ridley Scott could not bring his own British crew and felt hampered by strict codes that would not allow him to operate a camera.
Yep.
Also frustrated by crew members, financiers, and producers who kept questioning him about his artistic choices.
Everything. Yep.
Oh no, this is why the movie flopped. The movie suffered at the box office because it opened at the same time as Guess the Movie.
1982. Back to the Future?
No, Back to the Future was 1984. E.T.
Oh, nothing stood a chance.
No, and remember,
Nothing.
we
Nothing.
watched The Thing. The Thing, that happened to The Thing as well. Because it came out around the same time as E.T.
God. Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Wow. Yep. Nothing could come through that. They're still watching E.T. at the same rate.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why Ridley Scott left Hollywood for England, is because of the union rules. I remember that from the last time, that he wanted to use specific people and the union rules did not allow for that.
Mm-hmm.
And he left to go to England to do his work for that reason.
But listen to this. To ensure that he didn't have to wear a hat in this movie, because you saw most of the other men wearing hats, most of the other cops.
Yes.
Stuff.
Yes.
Harrison Ford went out and got a contemporary haircut, for which director Ridley Scott didn't care, but with which was essentially stuck. Because he had just did Raiders of the Lost Ark. And, Indy in his hat.
Right. Oh, wow. That just kind of, I noticed that he didn't have a hat like the other people almost everybody wore a hat. Yeah. Okay.
Some computer displays within the vehicles were used on the Nostromo and the lifeboat in Alien. Some sounds from that movie can be heard too.
Interesting.
Harrison Ford said that this is one of the most frustrating movies he's ever made, partly because the shoot was so grueling and the changes in post-production that were meant to help the movie's chances at the box office did not help. He also famously did not get along with Ridley Scott.
I could see that.
And at one point, Ford and Scott would not even speak to each other.
Holy shit.
Okay. A female gymnast was hired as a stunt double for Daryl Hannah in the scenes where Pris attacks Rick Deckard. But Ridley Scott rehearsed the scene so many times that when they were ready to shoot the scene, she was too exhausted to do anything. And the scene was filmed with a male gymnast that they had been able to track down during a lunch break. Jesus Christ.
My goodness. Okay.
Oh, okay. So they were talking about the origami.
Yes.
There are a total of 3 origami creatures made by Gaff, played by Edward James Olmos. The first is a chicken, which he makes from plain paper.
Yes. And set it down on the table,
saying that Deckard is trying to chicken out. The second is a man, which he makes of a used and discarded paper match, a burning man, as it were, while Deckard is searching Leon Kowalski's apartment. And the third is a silver unicorn, which he makes outside Deckard's apartment while deciding whether to kill Rachel. Later, when arriving on the rooftop after Roy Batty dies, Gaff says to Deckard that it is over, inferring that all 5 replicants, including Rachel, are dead. Instead of killing her, Gaff decides to let Deckard pursue his dream, symbolized by the third origami creation, a unicorn made not from paper but from foil. Oh, the dream is both allegorical and real. I don't understand the rest.
Okay, I get it though. I get it.
Rutger Hauer bought a yacht with part of the salary he made on this movie, and the ship was named the Blade Runner.
Oh my goodness, yay for him.
Dr. Eldon Tyrell's bedchamber was modeled on that of the Pope's in Vatican City.
Oh my, okay.
Ridley Scott initially toyed with the idea of setting this movie in the fictional city of San Angeles, as if San Francisco and Los Angeles had become one massive population center. This idea was used in Demolition Man as a combination of Los Angeles, San Diego, and Santa Barbara.
Oh. Okay. Interesting.
Brian James was offered the role of Leon Kowalski after Ridley Scott's secretary was like, that guy freaks me out. And Ridley Scott's like, I'm going to give that guy a job.
Oh, all right. Interesting.
Deckard only kills replicant women in the movie. He killed Pris and he killed Zora.
Yes.
Leon was killed by Rachel. And Roy Batty dies to his own inner termination date.
Yes. No.
It took 3 hours to glue all the sequins onto Joanna Cassidy.
Oh my God.
Daryl Hannah's makeup was inspired by the title character in Nosferatu the Vampire. That's the Werner Herzog remake starring Klaus Kinski, which I own, but I've never seen.
Interesting. Okay.
Joe Turkel had trouble remembering his long and often technical dialogue, so to help him out, the crew held up text banners from which he could read his lines.
All right. That's fun.
Just prior to this movie's release, Philip K. Dick turned down a $400,000 offer to write the novelization of this movie. Instead, Do Androids Dream of Electric Sheep was re-released under the name Blade Runner with a movie poster as the cover.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
One of the spinners from this movie, the levitating car, is on permanent exhibit at the Museum of Pop Culture in Seattle.
Cool. Let's go there and look at it.
The story of the spider being eaten alive by an army of baby spiders was a memory of Barbara Hershey, who told it to Hampton Fancher while he was composing the script.
Interesting.
Barbara Hershey of Beaches fame.
Right. I know who Barbara Hershey is.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Harrison Ford became a spokesman for Japanese electronics throughout the 1980s following his role in this movie.
Okay. He didn't use it. Well, he only used that computer to look at that picture.
The scene with Hannibal Chew, James Hong, was really shot in a freezer, and it was ice cold in there, so the cast really was shivering.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
William Sanderson researched his character by looking into real-life cases of progeria, the advanced aging disease from which J.F. Sebastian suffered, which they don't come out and say that's what he suffered from, but he said that I'm 25 years old, but my cells are aging faster than I am.
Right. Right. And he did look rough for somebody who was 25 years old.
Looked like a 50-year-old man.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Oh, cool. Okay.
Daryl Hannah still has the blonde wig she wore playing Pris.
Wow, that was something, wasn't
That
it?
wig was something.
Wow.
Chris Nolan cites this as one of his major influences as a filmmaker. Other great admirers of this movie include Guillermo del Toro, Frank Darabont, and Tony Scott. Although del Toro preferred the theatrical cut for its effective use of voiceovers, Darabont stated he hates them and prefers the later cuts without them, which is what we watched. We watched the final cuts.
Yes.
So there were no voiceovers. Makeup designer Michael Westmore credits Sean Young with having the most perfect lips.
Okay.
Gaff can be seen wearing blue contact lenses in a few shots. Those were suggested by Rutger Hauer and almost paid for them.
Oh. Oh.
I told you he was wearing blue contacts.
Yes. Yes, you did. Huh.
The film takes place in November 2019. We didn't say that it took place in November. I don't think it said November.
No, I don't think it. Yeah, it did. When it first came up, it was an entire date, 2019. I eliminated the other stuff.
Oh, all I saw was 2019.
Yeah, that's what I looked at.
Yeah. Deborah Harry was reportedly the original choice to play Pris.
Yes, I read that too.
Oh, the inception or birth date of Pris, a basic pleasure model, is Valentine's Day, 2016.
Oh, okay.
Ridley Scott initially considered shooting in Hong Kong, which definitely would have had that Asian thing.
Right.
Oh, and check this out. This is crazy. In real life, Rutger Hauer died the same year as his character. 2019.
Oh, that's creepy.
Isn't that creepy?
That's creepy. Ew, that gave me shivers.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Also, this is the last movie that's in this notebook. I gotta
Oh.
This will be notebook number 4.
Oh my gosh, this is movie number 110.
Yeah.
I still got another maybe 2 movies in this book.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, book number 4.
Yeah, crazy, right?
I know it is. It is amazing. Well, we had a lovely meal.
We did. We went because they don't really show the food, but we're assuming they're eating like Asian street food.
Right, because it looked like Chinatown.
It did.
Everything looked like Chinatown.
So mom found a recipe for this ramen entree. It's not a soup.
Glazed beef ramen
Yeah.
is what it was called.
Okay. It was very good.
It was.
But I think next time we make it, we'll
Zhuzh it up.
yeah,
Absolutely.
definitely throw some more veg in.
Right. There was no salt or pepper, but I didn't feel that needed salt and pepper.
I feel like there was enough soy sauce in there that we didn't need the salt.
With the soy and the oyster sauce, that there was enough flavor.
I feel like there could have been more garlic.
Absolutely. But it only called for like 2 cloves, so you put what? Just a spoonful?
Put 2 big spoons.
Yeah, could have used more garlic because we like that flavor.
Yeah.
I think if I were going to put peppers in it, I'd put pepper flakes
Oh,
to bite into a little spicy every now and then.
okay.
But it definitely it only called for bean sprouts, so we put a little bean sprouts and some baby corn in there.
Yeah, baby corn, because I had that on hand.
I think it would be much better with peas in it.
Oh, and probably some shredded carrot.
Yeah. Lex loves shredded carrot.
I love a shredded carrot.
I think you could absolutely do anything and more juice. There was hardly any juice to this.
Oh, yeah.
When I think of ramen, I guess it's because we eat that cup of soup, that cup of ramen, and it's got soup in it.
Yeah.
I think ramen, I think soup. But I still would have liked more juice in this. And that's another thing I would make more like gravy or juice for it
Yeah.
than it had. But I thought it tasted pretty good for a first try straight off the internet. I think it tasted okay. Thank you, lady in Australia. I should have wrote that down, shouldn't have I?
Oh, it's okay.
Yeah, whatever.
Find it on the internet.
It's on. It came up when I asked Google for a ramen recipe. It was the first one that came up, so. And I knew you'd like the beef better than the chicken.
Actually, I prefer chicken ramen over beef.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, well, darn it.
That's all right. But I don't think we could have gotten chicken shaped thin enough
No,
to do what this did.
no, absolutely. Well, no,
And I don't think, like a big chunk of any kind of meat would be as good as that shredded beef.
Right.
The shredded beef was good.
You would definitely have to freeze your chicken and then slice it real thin.
Yeah.
But I don't think that would be good with that. No. Not with that oyster sauce and the soy the way it was. I don't know. Whatever.
No, I put oyster and soy in like a stir fry and it tastes good.
I know it. We discovered that oyster sauce recently and we both love it.
Yeah.
I don't know what the flavor of it is, but man, it really enhances everything.
Yeah.
That I put it in. It's delicious. So yeah. Ramen's fun. Plus, you can put anything in ramen. My goodness, I saw thousands of recipes for all kind of good looking stuff, but this looked super easy, just super quick.
Justin has made it where he gets a whirl going and like poaches an egg in the ramen water.
Oh, a lot of them showed the finished product with a
runny egg.
Not
like
a soft,
like a medium boil.
Maybe a 4-minute egg.
Yeah.
4-minute hard-boiled egg that just was, the very center was soft.
Yeah.
But not liquid. Lots of them called for that. But poached egg and that kind of, that'd be delicious.
Yeah. Why
delicious.
Would it be bad?
Yeah. Okay. Nice. But that was fun. And since that's really all we saw him eat is noodles right at the very beginning. And they talk. Did you hear him talk about the oysters and the boiled dog?
Huh? Yeah.
No, I don't want a boiled dog. Thanks anyway. Oh, we did our TikTok.
Yep. And I feel like we were pretty candid. I don't know what the fuck happened in this movie. I didn't hate it though.
Right. And that's what I said that too. I thought, this is that movie that's going to make you think about it.
Yeah.
Maybe this will replace, what's that movie? Now, see, it already has replaced that movie in my head.
Which one? The one that we didn't like?
Red Rum.
Oh, The Shining.
The Shining, yeah. Is this going to have to replace The Shining? Because I'm still thinking about The Shining.
And it's funny that you're still thinking about The Shining. The bartender in The Shining, it was Tyrell.
Right. You said that, I thought, oh my goodness, it sure is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, he came to a nasty end, though, didn't he?
Oh, yeah.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
I didn't see any of it. I was watching Alexis.
I want my jaw crushed and my eyes gouged out.
Oh, I knew it was going to be bad when he started kissing him. I thought, oh, it's going to turn ugly. And it did. Oh my. Okay. Yeah. So look for our TikTok.
Yeah.
We were just, both of us were stunned. We're standing there stunned watching, trying to talk about this movie that neither one of us understood.
Yeah. And Justin said that this is one of his favorites. But I know that he has seen this many, many times, and he said this is a hot take that, kind of depending on the day and how he's feeling, Blade Runner 2049 is a superior movie.
Okay.
And I don't know. I've never saw that one either. So,
all right. But what do you know? So yeah, interesting. So now we got some dead people.
yeah.
Not too many because, we've only done this for a week. Lex sent me these. Rob Bass, rapper, only 59.
It said he had cancer.
Yep. He had been dealing with cancer. Private battle, he said. So that's, golly, 59. He wasn't done making music yet, I don't think.
I think so.
And then there was actor Michael Keating at 79. He's played a lot of roles. Doctor Who. He was in EastEnders. I don't know what Blake's 7 is, but it said he passed away peacefully. So, but he had been struggling with dementia. So that's unfortunate. Clarence Carter at 90. He was a singer. Do you know who Clarence Carter is? He sang this. What I know him from is a song called Patches.
No.
Well, I mean, anybody from my era knows.
And this is a new one, just fresh off the press. Grizz Chapman from 30 Rock, who played one of Tracy Jordan's bodyguards, dead at 52.
My God.
Think about this.
Does it say what he died from?
I don't know. Let me see.
Oh, that's like that race car guy, Kyle Busch.
Battling an illness.
Oh. Well, Kyle Busch, the NASCAR driver, dead at 41. During the last race from last weekend, he had called at toward the end of the race, he had called and asked for a medic to be there when he got out. But he had been suffering from a painful ear infection or something. I think it said.
I saw sinus, but ear, nose, throat.
Yeah. And he collapsed he was practicing for the race that was coming up this weekend.
Oh dear.
He was practicing at the booth where they, simulator,
Oh, the
simulator,
simulation. Yeah.
and lost consciousness and never regained consciousness.
Jesus.
By the time we got him to the hospital, he was dead. I mean, oh my God, was it sepsis? Sepsis will kill you in a heartbeat.
Yeah, and I had seen something, God, this is years ago now. I had seen something where this guy, they kept telling him he had a sinus infection, but it wasn't going away. It wasn't going away. He had this headache that was accompanying the sinus infection, and it was so bad that he like collapsed and his family took him to the emergency room. It was not just a regular sinus infection. It was like some bacteria in his nasal cavity, and he lost most of his face.
Oh my God. Oh my God. See, that's just it. Doctors don't take any time with you anymore. Oh, it's this, it's that.
Yeah.
And me as a woman who's always been fat, a fat woman coming to the doctor, oh, you need to lose weight, and it's all in your mind.
Yeah.
You know, I have carpal tunnel, doctor. That's what we were talking about. You can't fix carpal tunnel by losing weight. Okay, whatever, But OMG.
Yeah.
Ay, ay, ay. Okay. Dennis LaCorin, 76, a singer. He died from kidney disease.
Oh my gosh.
William Davis, at 22, a football player.
22 is way too young.
We have had a rash of these
Young
people
athletes
that are dying.
Yeah.
It just said sudden death. It didn't, did he have that heart thing?
Yeah.
Usually that shows up a little bit younger, but 22, no.
Jesus.
And there was another, we just talked about another football star, whatever. Okay, then we have Tom Kane, 64. He was a voice actor. We knew him from Powerpuff Girls and others.
Yeah.
Complications from a stroke.
At how? 64?
64.
Oh my God, that's too young.
Wow. Check your blood pressure.
Yeah, no shit.
Oh, this was an interesting one. Mark Furman at 74.
Oh,
We know him as OJ's
the racist
LAPD
cop.
detective.
The racist cop in the OJ trial.
Yeah.
What a horrible thing for that to be your legacy.
Right.
Like, I'm sure his children are proud of him.
Yeah.
To be the guy that just liked to say the N-word at work all the time. Holy shit, the 90s were different.
Unfortunately, he died of throat cancer.
My God.
That is awful. Here's kind of a sad one. Barney Frank at 86. He was a politician. Anybody who's worked with money, Western Union or any of those Cash App things, we know this guy. He's the other half of the Dodd-Frank decision.
Okay.
Where they regulated financial institutions, stock markets, money stuff.
Okay.
And he was the first congressman to come out as gay. Way back when.
Okay.
He died of heart disease.
How old did it say?
86. I mean, he'd retired from politics about 20 years ago.
For him.
Here's another controversial person who was known for something awful. Claudette Longet at 84. She was a singer and actress. And her big fame was in 1977, she shot and killed her lover, Spider Savage, who was a winning skier. So, yeah.
Oh, okay.
She was also married to Andy Williams. She might have been married to Andy Williams at that time. I'm not real sure. I don't remember.
Huh.
But yeah, that's it. Cow Bush. That was the last one.
Jeez. I mean, still, what a week.
I
How many
know.
people was that?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 10?
Jeez.
10 people. And such a wide range of age. From 22 to 90.
Yeah.
Wow.
Crazy.
Wow. Yeah. Strange. But yeah, it's been a strange week.
It really has been it's been a long week. It's been a hard week. Why? For what?
I I don't know. Right in the middle, you had a birthday.
Yeah.
I don't think that had anything to do with it, but man, this was a weird week.
It really was. Yeah.
Just weird.
We had a birthday. Justin has a birthday next week.
Yeah.
So
Happy birthday to both of you.
yeah.
I'm never having another one. Life wants to say, what are we going to do for your birthday? We're going to do nothing for my birthday like we do for every other birthday I've had. Nothing. So, yeah. But, yeah. Happy birthday to Lexi.
Oh, thanks. Another year older.
Another year wiser?
Well, I don't know about that. I mean, especially not after watching this movie. Like, I feel really dumb.
I know. I can't
Like,
even imagine watching this movie in 1982. What would I have thought about it in 1982? I don't know. I don't know.
yeah, I don't know.
Just the fact that we've already lived past 2019. What does that say? Why don't we get this? Oh, it was weird.
I do think it's because most movies treat their audiences like they're very stupid. And this movie did not treat us like we were stupid at all. This movie said, you better put your thinking cap on or don't even bother.
Right. And unfortunately, I didn't get my thinking cap on until the movie was already a couple of scenes in, and I thought, well, I better be paying attention to this. Holy cow.
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't know. I don't know. It very much was not like something I have ever seen before.
No.
But it very much is in the vein of a movie that I should just immediately love.
Right.
But I have to think about this. I have to.
Yeah, this is almost a movie that maybe I should rewatch this.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna, but
I'll get
you will.
I'll rewatch it at some point.
You'll think about this enough until you rewatch it to see what it was that you missed. So, yeah. Crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I can't say that I didn't like this movie, and I can't say I liked it. It's not my kind of movie.
Well, I didn't like it because it wasn't easy to just like, oh, this goes with this, and this means this, and this means that. It really didn't have that there. But I can't say that I didn't like it.
Right.
I feel like, the rainy scenery, the dystopian way the cars looked, the people dressed, I think that all was very interesting.
Right. From 1982 to 2000. Well, actually, this book was written in 68. So from 1968 to 2019, how they thought we would be. That just seems crazy to me.
Yeah.
That they thought that the world would be so different. And in reality, it's not.
No.
I kind of am wearing the same clothes I wore in 1968.
Just jeans and a t-shirt.
Jeans and a t-shirt, yeah. So I probably wouldn't have had jeans on. I probably would have had just little cotton pants,
Yeah.
but I'm kind of dressed the same way. So maybe nothing has changed. I don't know.
I don't know.
Wow, that seems crazy. So, yeah, cool. Interesting movie.
But I guess the universe theme in that is that the replicants wanted to stay alive. They wanted an answer on how to stay alive, and I guess that is the age old answer: is how do we not age? How do we stay young? How do we stay vibrant? I guess that does make sense now that I'm thinking about it really hard.
Right. Oh, right. And we
You know,
see that in humans every day.
everybody's mortality is basically right in front of them.
Right. You look at these superstars and they're almost unrecognizable with the plastic surgery that they've underwent so that they stay young and youthful looking.
Well, I have heard a conspiracy theory about that. And the conspiracy theory is that they're the same people are getting recycled over and over and over and over and over again. It's just that their faces are changed, so they have, a new person, and really there's only like 5 stars in the entire world because they just keep they just keep recycling the same being.
Okay.
I don't know.
You're watching too much of that TikTok stuff. Uh,
Listen, at this point in the game, anything is possible.
you know what? You are absolutely
If
correct.
there's anything we learned from the Epstein file debacle, it's that literally anything and everything can and will happen.
Yep.
So why can't Katy Perry be a lizard person that just gets a new face every 20 years?
You are correct.
You know?
You are correct. And Epstein and Ghislaine Maxwell he's not dead and she's not in prison anymore. So
100% believe that.
I do too. I do too. Absolutely.
Because what do you mean he died in jail and there's no camera footage of it? What do you
Right. There was a glitch in the camera footage
that
that
doesn't happen?
no. And if that glitch happened at the camera that was looking at his cell, what about the 500 other cameras that are around?
Right.
Why didn't they capture the event?
Right. Or why didn't they all glitch?
Right.
Why did just one whatever.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Yeah. That's a never-ending story.
It just everything coming out just every day it's a new thing, and it's just like it just keeps getting worse and worse, and just when is it going to stop?
I know.
When is it going to stop getting worse?
I don't know. I just don't even know. And another one of Trump's women stepped down from her position in the cabinet yesterday.
I saw that. Well, was she asked to step down?
Right, right. Was she voluntold to get out?
Yeah.
So now all we have left is
Marco Rubio? Like he's got another goddamn job?
oh my gosh, that's funny. Is he going to look even more distant on camera?
And he's so fucking weird. Like he keeps coming out, and he in his speeches and shit, he's dropping rap lyrics, and it's just like, first of all, you're a 55-year-old man who has never ever been cool in their entire life. Like, what are you talking about?
Right. Oh my goodness. And then I was watching something or in Facebook and something and here in Ohio somebody wants to see Vivek Ramaswamy's birth certificate because he's not really an American. He was born in Cleveland.
Oh,
Cleveland?
I don't.
Cincinnati?
I think it was Cincinnati, but
I don't know. Is this going to be another Obama thing?
oh, absolutely, because he's not white.
Right.
Yeah.
I, I just, I just, it's amazing to me that things are the way they are. That,
But I mean, really, I'm happy to see that birther scandals are hitting the Republicans just as hard as they hit at Obama. That I was a huge Obama fan, but it's it's that period of younger leadership that we had that we
right,
needed. We needed somebody younger in charge. We needed somebody with an idea of a future that they could actually be part of. Trump doesn't have any insight into the future because Trump is not going to be part of the future.
correct.
Trump is an unhealthy 80-year-old man.
Right, right.
So, what little future he has is not going to be the big broad future that
Not
a 50-year-old man
correct.
would have.
Correct. And the things that the old white guys in Congress and the Senate are enacting aren't sustainable.
No.
We've already learned that. But these people are, that I just saw a thing on PBS, like the average age of the senators is like 73 or something like that, something really
Oh my god.
sadly old. And you know what? Most people I know, when they turn around 65, 68, they retire. They just,
Oh,
they don't
there
want,
definitely needs to be age limits.
oh, absolutely.
Dianne Feinstein was the prime example.
Right,
Somebody
right,
wheeling her in, somebody marking her votes for her.
right,
Absolutely uncalled for. Retire.
right. Absolutely.
Stop voting for her.
Right. And why do people still vote for them? I
I
don't
don't. I
understand
don't. Mitch
that.
McConnell has had 15 strokes on camera. Why are
Yes.
people still voting for him? He's not
He
a
can
viable candidate.
he can barely speak. And people are still voting for I don't understand. I don't understand. Why do you want an 80-year-old as your president?
Well, I don't. Well,
I'm almost 80 myself, and I want somebody younger who's going to make real good decisions for me. That's what I want. Oh, my goodness.
yeah. Because Clinton was, in his late 50s, early 60s. Obama was in his 50s. W was in his, late 50s, early 60s.
Probably, yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
maybe even younger than that because W still had kids in the White House.
Oh, yeah.
So probably only 50s. But still,
We
you
need
know,
we need younger people, and we need a more diverse group. We need different types of people, different thinkers. I don't know. I just, and this whole business with Iran, this is going to kill us.
just we're waiting for regime change. Well, didn't you just get regime change? Like, what are you talking about?
Right. Right. Absolutely. I don't know. But, the gas prices and the food, if you haven't been to the grocery store lately, food prices are noticeably higher.
Well, yeah. And everybody has moved to digital tags. That way they can do search pricing.
Yes.
I just saw a thing on TikTok about how Walmart is implementing facial recognition and emotional recognition. So when that tag reader sees that you are excited about that product, it's going to raise the price on it.
Click, 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 click. Yep. I don't, and it's going to happen.
Yeah.
You know it's going to happen. So what do you do? I don't know. $50 for a tank of gas.
Fuck. And that's not even like
That was a week ago. What's it going to be when I need gas the next time?
Gas at $5 a gallon is fucking bullshit, and everybody knows that.
Yep.
Because the gas barrels have not changed in price.
Nope.
But we're still over $1.50 more than this time last year.
Yep. Yep. And the stock market's going up and down because Donald Trump says something at 3 a.m. and it's all going to be all better now. And then at 6 a.m., nope, never mind.
Yeah, well, that's and then Mike Johnson coming out. Well, we only make $174,000 a year and have the best premium health care and have, housing stipends, and we and we only work, 120 days a year. How can we afford this? We need our stock options.
Right.
Bitch, what?
I raised my 2 children on minimum wage, and we all know that minimum wage is $7 an hour.
Are you kidding me?
Right. And your 100,000 isn't getting you anywhere? Gee, I'm real sorry for you.
Or your 200,000 isn't getting you anywhere? Justin and I together make just under $100,000 a year, and we are struggling.
Yes. Yes.
What?
I don't understand. I don't understand people. And then those congressmen and senators have, they only work a couple of weeks a year, I think.
Yeah.
They're on break again.
I don't understand.
I'm not on break. I go to work every day.
Every day.
Oh, well. It's because we have not.
Yeah.
That's the thing. We have not. They have. We have not. How did we get into this?
I don't know. I work 260 days a year.
Yeah. They work the 60 days a year.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, oh well.
Oh my God. When he came out and said that, like, can you even believe that? Like, we only made $174,000, and it's just like,
right.
Well, what are you doing anyways?
Trump had said last week that he doesn't care what people think or do, or he said, "Oh, you took that out of context." No, they didn't. You said that because you meant it.
I don't understand. I don't understand. Everything is awful, and why is it so awful?
I don't know.
But I don't want to be pandered to, but like, I at least want to be thought of. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yes.
I don't know. Politics is just a fucking nightmare, and it's not made for
the weak-hearted
and for the lower classes.
Right. Right. That's us.
Yeah.
Oh
shit.
God. Oh well. What do you know?
Yep.
So hopefully we'll have a better week this week.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's supposed to stay cold and rainy.
Yeah. And with hantavirus being a thing that we're talking about now, that we're kind of afraid of now, our next movie ties into that. We're going to watch George Romero's The Crazies.
Okay.
About a contagion and the aftermath of herding, everybody into safe groups and not safe groups and everything.
Wow.
It's a whole thing.
Wow. And Ebola has made a big, scary comeback.
Well, that's because we took U.S. aid away.
Yes. And the World Health, we're not participating there either. And the Ebola has been going on for a couple of months undetected.
Oh no.
So there's people been flying in and out of Ebola country for weeks. And and just this week they diverted a plane from Detroit up to Canada for some reason, because there was someone on the plane from that area.
They didn't figure that out till they were in Canada?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Lord.
What, and why did they make them go to Canada?
Because they're part of the world.
Oh, I forgot about that. Everything is Just crazy.
Because when quarantines are a thing, Canada really did their part. You
Yeah.
know, most other places in the world really did their part. Our people were told to drink 409.
Yeah. And it's stupid that they want you to wear a mask. You know what? If I were going somewhere on a plane, I'd be wearing a mask.
Well, and all those assholes that had their masks on with their noses hanging out. It's just
Right.
like, the whole point of the mask is to keep that. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
Never. We're just
Yeah.
gonna thank you for
We're
covering
gonna
your mouth.
we're gonna drink our 409 and be quiet. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh well. Okay. Yeah.
Well, and Diet Coke, because it kills grass, it can kill cancer.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yes.
Oh, maybe I'll start drinking Diet Coke again.
No.
No, I can't start drinking soda again. I got that little Alani monkey on my back. I gotta get it off. Yeah. Yeah. It's been a few days since I had an Alani, so I gotta get it off of me.
I had a monster this morning. It tastes delicious.
Oh my God, I know I love it. I'm so sorry that girl left that Alani in my refrigerator and I tasted it. 200 milligrams of caffeine. But that doesn't caffeine doesn't bother me. I don't I drink enough caffeine stuff that
Yeah.
I drink enough tea. I take a glass of iced tea to bed, so caffeine doesn't bother me.
And there's a TikToker I follow that was doing a 30-day caffeine cleanse.
Oh
And
Lord.
on the 31st day, she went and got herself fancy coffee, and she's just like, I feel weird. She's like, am I off caffeine now? Is this my life? I
Yep.
hate this.
Yes. Yeah, when I quit drinking soda, when I quit drinking my diet line Coke, um I've never gone back to any kind of soda because it all tastes funny.
Oh, diet soda is the worst.
But I was, I'd gone from regular soda to diet soda. I never lost any weight. But
No.
when I quit drinking diet soda, I lost like 20 pounds in a month. But yeah, now if I drink soda, it's like it tastes so weird in my mouth. I don't like it.
It's I don't drink pop very often. I drink pop when I get my nails done, and I drink uh every third or fourth pizza we get an orange pop, which doesn't have caffeine.
Right.
Um and then if we go to a sit down restaurant, I'll get pop. But other than that, I don't drink any caffeinated product other than the Monster I drink every day.
Huh. I drink iced tea 24/7, 365. And then sometimes I have an iced coffee in the same day.
Yeah.
But, I don't sleep anyways. I never have slept good, so, I can't blame it on the caffeine.
Yeah.
But when I quit drinking the Coke, I never had any jitters or headaches or anything, so it doesn't affect me the way it does other people.
Yeah.
But I got the Alani monkey now. Man alive.
Monster only has 180 grams of caffeine.
Okay. Does
180 milligrams.
Does it taste as good as the Alani?
Oh, do you want one that tastes like a tropical, like a real fancy tropical punch, or do you want one that tastes like grape soda? Because that's what I have right now.
They would both be delicious. I did have a Ghost recently,
Mm-hmm.
and that too is delicious.
Oh, I've never had a Ghost.
They're all diet too.
Yeah.
They all have. I think the Ghost has 0 calories, but the Alanis have 5 or 10.
Oh.
The Ghost is like a regular soda can,
Mm-hmm.
and the Alanis is that little can.
A little skinny cans.
Yeah. And I like to just chug a lug because
Yeah.
they're so good.
Yeah. Well, if you want real
No.
punch or voodoo grape, I've got one of each of those.
No, I don't. I've already got the Alani monkey on me.
Okay.
I can't. I'm trying to get that off. I got to go back to my water and my iced tea and stop with all the other stuff.
Well, you work on that in the
All right.
meantime, and we'll be back next week with a George Romero movie.
All righty.
All right.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.